Hello, dear friends. How are you? I'm Esther here, and as usual, every Saturday at 7 a.m. UK time, at different times in other places of the world, we come here to discuss different topics. Last month, we were talking about love, looking into understanding love and what love is. Starting with this month, we are starting a new theme, and that is the right mindset before marriage. The right mindset before marriage. So please join us and share your thoughts. I'll be so delighted to hear from you what your views are. The right mindset before marriage. Invite your friends and come, let's share and learn together. Okay, so the things we share on this broadcast are the things we've learned through our experience, through the teachings we've been exposing ourselves to, and books we've read. Okay, so please, it will be interesting for you, for us, for all of us to write in the comment box your thoughts, your questions, and we'll get back to you. Okay, so I'm supposed to be with Chioma today, but for some reason, she's not here yet. But I'll start and then she can join us. So, Brother Lucky, my husband Sammy, thank you for joining us. Sister June, good morning. Rukundo, thank you for coming. So everyone, you're welcome. All right. So, Brother Solomon, Stephen, thank you all for joining us. So, this topic is a big one. It's going to be a wide one. There are different aspects to the right mindset before marriage. So, I'm looking forward to the future broadcast. This broadcast is just an introduction, okay? And then we shall go in straight discussing different aspects of that topic. So it's going to be interesting, okay? So all the single people, the married people, everyone is for all of us. Because some of us find ourselves in marriage, yet we have the wrong mindset, so we need to correct that. Others are preparing to get into marriage, but they need to have the right mindset in order for the marriage to thrive. Yeah. So, thank you everyone and welcome, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So... okay. Sorry, I was just checking. Okay. So let's start. So, why do you think, this is a question to everyone, why do you think that the topic of having the right mindset before marriage is important in our world today? I'm interested to read your comments. Why do you think it's important? If you look around in your community, the people you know, those who are in their marriages, the people you're watching, why do you think having the right mindset is very vital? Please write your comments. Sister Ethel, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so thank you all for coming. I love you. Thank you for taking time to join us. So let's share together. Why did I come up with this topic? This topic is important. It is important because many of our young people, many of our women, especially in Africa, we just receive handover information from our great-grandfather, great-grandmother, aunties. Oh, this is how marriage is supposed to be. And we don't even have time to think and ask questions and question some traditions, question some thoughts and mindsets, question some understandings of marriage. We just take whatever we hear and we just go into marriage and we find ourselves not being fulfilled. We find ourselves not happy. Asking the question, oh, is this what marriage was all about? I was not warned. Oh, goodness. And that is the problem for the marriages that are suffering today. It's because in one way or the other, either one party or both entered into that relationship with the wrong mindset. Okay, so we shall be looking at different aspects to help us understand and correct any wrong mindset that we may have, or other people, our friends, and share with other people, okay, just to save them from heartaches of the future. Okay, so that's why this topic is very important, to help our young people, to help even those in marriage correct some of those redeemable mistakes in order for us to get the best out of marriage. Okay, so to start off with this topic and the right mindset of marriage, this is just an introduction. And before any marriage, one person tells another person, before they even propose, that I love you. I love you. So what does this term really mean? I think let's begin from there, because this is the word that you hear before marriage. Okay, so it's a good introduction. What is the meaning or understanding of the phrase I love you? Okay, well, if you look around and from the conversations with your friends, maybe your colleagues, the people you hear on the streets, anywhere, you know, the word I love you will be surprising. If you have to do a poll and ask people, what does I love you mean? You'll be amazed at the answers you receive. Okay, some people think that hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just checking someone. So yeah, so some people take the phrase I love you to mean, wow, I like what I see. This lady is attractive. She has a nice figure. I like her shape. So yeah, so you make all ways of reaching that lady, connecting with her to tell her I love you. But is that the right mindset for marriage? Okay. Other people take the phrase I love you to mean, you are my friend, so I love you. You know, other phrase in this situation would be, oh, okay, especially for men. Yeah, men usually take the meaning of I love you to mean I want to sleep with you. The underlying meaning of that word in most cases is I want to sleep with you. But is that the right meaning of I love you? Well, we shall continue to examine. So I'm interested to see what you people think. Yeah, so I love you means different things to different people. But before we dive into the deeper meaning, understanding of the right mindset before marriage, we have to understand what that phrase is. So that even before the person mentions marriage, when they come to you and tell you I love you, they really know, both of you understand what that phrase really means. Okay? So please write for me, what does I love you mean to you? Each one on the platform, please write your answer. Okay? Thank you. So, I love you, what does it mean? Number one, I love you, the most important word in that phrase is love. And in the previous month, we've been dissecting this word love. So that means the meaning of I love you should be connected to the definition, the true definition of love. And what is that true definition? Okay? So I love you means that when you look at your partner, your spouse, because you know that we are all made in the image and likeness of God, you easily see the image of God in them. That is love. And because you do that, hello, Brother Lisasi, good morning, blessings. Brother Davis Cheyune, thanks for joining us. Okay. And because you love that person, you're telling them I love you, you easily see the image of God in their lives. Okay? And Ethel is saying it means your well-being is important to my own. Well, that is right. True. Thank you, Sister Ethel. Yeah, that is so true. So I don't see Shoma, but I'm going to invite a sister here, Sister Ethel. Okay, I'm going to invite her. I hope she's willing. That's a surprise. Okay, so because you easily see the image of God in that person, you can easily see the good that God has invested, that has deposited in that person. Okay, so you easily see their potentials. All right. So that's the first understanding of the word I love you. Okay, and then another meaning of I love you is that you're willing to spend time and other resources for that person or with that person. Okay. All right. I think my sister Shioma is here. So thank God that she's around so we can go on. You're welcome, my sister. Okay, so I love you. I was just saying that another definition of I love you is that I am willing to spend time with you. I'm willing to give you my time to talk to you, to listen to you, to understand what is going on in your world. I'm willing to share with you my resources. Okay, resources could be time, could be finances, could be wisdom, intellect, sharing, sharing and what planning together, things like that. Another definition of I love you is I will not take you for granted. My friend, my husband, my spouse, I will not take you for granted. That is another understanding of the phrase I love you. Because many times we really, the person is there, so it doesn't matter. Okay? If she helps me clean, she's supposed to clean anyway. No, take time to thank. Thank you for cleaning. Thank you for cooking. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being a good parent. Thank you for being a good friend. Thank you for understanding. That really helps. It shows the other person that I'm not being taken for granted. So that is I love you. Whenever someone's telling you I love you, they should examine that and see whether they really pass some of these things. Okay? Sister Shimwe, are you back from Nigeria? You're welcome. Thanks for joining us. Brother Samson, thank you for joining. Okay, so please comment and your comments on this topic, and let's share together. I want you to also tell us what you understand by the word, by the phrase I love you. Okay, another meaning of I love you is that you are willing to sacrifice. You're willing to sacrifice in any way, maybe sacrifice your right to be right. Maybe sacrifice something that you thought, oh, I'll use this thing, but no, the other person needs it now. Putting yourself out of the picture, and now the needs of the other person are the most important things to you, just like as Ethel was telling us. So you're willing to sacrifice, and that brings out the selfless nature, the nature of you being selfless towards other people. Yeah, that is another test of whether that person really means what they say when they say I love you. Okay, and then when the person tells you I love you, do they give you the benefit of a doubt? For example, if you make something that maybe was not right, are they quick to judge, or they take back and say, no, maybe something else is going on here. I need to find out what's underlying, what's going on in her inner world. What could be this? Maybe she didn't mean it. Maybe she meant well. Giving you that space and not to be quick to judge you. When someone says that I love you, they should be able to show you through that, giving the benefit of a doubt. Okay. And then when someone says I love you, that means they concentrate and celebrate your strength. Oh, this person, okay. Maybe she's a very organized person. She's a good manager. She's a timekeeper. They usually comment on those. They highlight those things and they, comment on them, celebrate them, and that's encouraging. That's when really someone cares, someone loves you. They celebrate and recognize your strength, and that does not mean that they put a blind eye to your weaknesses. No. When someone says I love you, it means that they recognize and acknowledge your weaknesses, And at the same time, they are helping you, sharing with you, trying to help you improve, work on those weaknesses to become a better person. June is saying that I love you means I accept you for who you are and willing to work with you to make you a better person. Wow. I accept you for who you are. That is so important, June. That is bang on. When someone says I love you, they accept you the way you are. Okay? Not I love you when you're thin at the beginning of the marriage. After that, maybe children come in and sort of put on some extra kilos, and then the I love you face changes. No, you accept the person the way they are. So when someone says I love you, it means that they have gone beyond the physical. They have seen the inner person. They have seen the quality of person that you are, and nothing that happens to the exterior that will change that phrase, because things in life happen, accidents, physical changes, growing old, aging, different things. But when someone says I love you, it goes beyond the physical. Okay, so that means they love you, accept you the way you are. That is why we have so many marriages where one person will be disabled and the other person is helping them out, and they are happily married. Okay, yeah, we could see a lot of couples, maybe they don't have children, but they accepted each other and they're thriving. Okay, more happier than the couple with children. So there are different aspects to the phrase I love you. It goes deeper than what we think. Thank you so much, June. Okay, and then when someone says I love you, that means they are willing to protect you. They are willing to be protective towards you. Protective in a way that they watch out for you. Are you okay? You don't look fine. Do you need to go to the doctors? Protective in that way that maybe it's cold. Are you warm enough? Have you eaten? Such phrases are very important. They communicate love to the other person. And also, another aspect of being protective of the other person is that many times you may find there's a misunderstanding, maybe with friends or somewhere at work or family, and one partner is not around, and then people are being negative towards that person, and then you, because you love the other person, you stand in and say, you know what, I know this person and I don't think this and this is right. I mean, you stand for to defend them in their absence. That is so important because you know them. You've been so closer to them, so you easily identify any rumor or anything that is not correct, any wrong information to correct that. So you defend them in their absence, and that is also comes under being protective. Okay, and then we all know, those of us who are Christians with the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13 talks about love, different aspects of love. So take that whole scripture, this person who says I love you, are they patient with me? Are they kind? Are they long suffering with me? Are they going an extra mile with me? So measure that to that yardstick, and then that's how you will get the real meaning and understand that actually this person is really serious. Otherwise, when someone randomly says I love you, they don't show you any of the above things that we've discussed, it means that maybe they're just repeating a phrase because it's supposed to be said. When you want to get a spouse somewhere, you just have to approach the person and tell them I love you. A mechanical thing. Okay. Sammy says, I love you means I will not take you for granted. I will sacrifice for you. I'll give you the benefit of a doubt. I'll celebrate your strength and work with you to make your weakness transform to strength. Okay. Mrs. As June said, I will accept you for who you are. I'll protect you. Yeah, he's just giving a summary of what we are talking about. Let me check my time. Okay, so it's been interesting. I could get my friend on for some reason, but I don't know why. So Chioma, please, I'm so sorry for this. There may be a problem. Please, could you just write your points and let people who come to watch the video later will be able to read them. Okay. So we've looked at different aspects of how we understand the phrase "I love you," what it means. So having looked at that, then we at least we've laid a good foundation to the future broadcasts. So having looked at what we understand by the phrase "I love you," in the next broadcast we will be discussing about the purpose of marriage. The purpose of marriage. So we need to understand it. As the late Miles Monroe said, if you don't understand the purpose of a thing, abuse is inevitable. So we need to understand the purpose of marriage, and therefore have that purpose ingrained in the mindset, and that will help us have the right mindset before marriage. Okay, so Chioma, I'm going to ask you a few questions. You were very passionate about this topic when I introduced it, and I want you to type for me and just tell our viewers, why do you think this topic is important? Because I know you are very passionate about women, and you have a women ministry. So just tell our people why you think this topic is very important and will help many marriages stay on course. Okay. Dada Tosin, Joseph, thank you for coming. Biekwa Sotamale, thanks for joining us. So everyone who's joining us, please write for me what you understand by the phrase "I love you." Okay, that will be helpful. Okay, so Shioma will write her points later. So our action points for this week is, wow. Find a friend during this week. Find a friend. It could be a relative, a family member. Find a friend and discuss what your understanding of the phrase "I love you" is. Just hear them out. Listen to what they understand by that phrase. First, ask them that question: What do you think "I love you" means in the context of marriage? Okay, or boyfriend or girlfriend relationships before people get married, fiancé, and all that. What do you think it means? And then begin a conversation. Let's see how it ends, and share what you've learned from what you've heard in this podcast, and also your own understanding. That will be interesting. So that will be the action point for this week. Okay. So Sammy is saying that Shioma is with us. Okay. So that's good. So Sammy, please share with our people, why do you think we came up with this topic? Because you two will be coming to share the right mindset before marriage from the side of men. So please type what you think. Why do you think this topic is important? Let our viewers understand and be encouraged to join us next time. Okay. I'm sorry I have to finish early because I'm not at home at the moment. Yeah, so but at least I hope that what the little I've shared will be useful. So Alex, thanks for coming, joining us. God bless you. So the right and mindset before marriage is so important. Why? Because marriage is a body of so many factors, so many things. Part of that mindset is that you have to learn the art of communication, the art of sacrificing, a lot of stuff. So there are so many topics that will be coming up just to expose this right mindset and to enlighten our people on the right mindset and expose the wrong mindset. And that's how we'll be able to cancel the wrong and adapt the correct mindset. So I hope it will be a good topic. So the rest of this month of March, and also hopefully for April, we shall be continuing with this same theme. So thank you for joining us, and please share with your friends, and see you on the next podcast. Okay? God bless you. Have a blessed weekend. It's snowing here. So those people those friends of ours in Africa, enjoy the weather and thank God for it. You wouldn't want to be here. Okay, it's freezing. All right. God bless you. So we'll see you next Saturday. Bye.